Does your partner's past matter? Uh, so do you wake up in the morning thinking, I don't like my partner's past. Next day, you don't mind. Third day, something else. So in order to solve this issue, there are some things that you can think through to get to the answer. Okay, so this is Noemi Seri, and I am a retroactive jealousy specialist. Um, so, first and foremost, what you want to ask yourself about um your partner's past is, or maybe start with your present. Yeah, with your present, because you have probably asked yourself a lot of things about your partner's past, and that's probably hasn't worked. So, about your present, one of the things that we like to think about ourselves is that we are wonderful and rational and we are just making the best choices ever. That's usually not true. We can approximate things, but there is no such thing as perfection, alas. So, yeah, so you want to ask yourself what it is that you want. Yeah, so um, we can rely too much sometimes on emotions. And it is important because they are a form of information, a form of signal. But they should not be the only thing that we rely on. Um, yeah, so love included. Uh, and which is why we have the capacity to think, and it is marvelous to apply it. So you want to ask yourself what it is that you want from a relationship, because you might be with the right partner at the wrong time, in which case they are the wrong partner. And you might be with the wrong partner at the right time, in which case they still are the wrong partner. So there are certain things that we want to accomplish in life. Uh, and there are certain things that are immensely important for us. Such things are, for instance, family. Do you want a family? Does your partner want a family? Uh, are you a highly ambitious person, and do you want somebody who is highly ambitious as well next to you? Uh, or do you want somebody who is more grounded and chill? So, what sort of things do you want and do you need? So, basically, applying a long-term perspective on things as well. Then there are the basis of your relationship, both with yourself actually, but also with your partner is knowing your core values. What are the most important values for you? What is it that you live your life by? And what is it that you are not willing to compromise? Because you could end up in a relationship based on, I don't know, you might have had a fling or whatever, attraction, and be with somebody you are attracted to, you feel good with, but you don't actually have the same values. In which case, it might not have, because we can't be absolute about things, but it might not have um, that long-term trajectory that we might want? Or do you even want a long-term relationship, or are you happy with short-term ones? So what are your goals? Because when sometimes even things like a retroactive jealousy might appear because you are not actually being honest with yourself. Now, in most cases, retroactive jealousy is about something else, but it is nice to actually look at these things as well, to really be clear and using your critical mind to say, what is it that I want? What is it that I want from a relationship? What are my values? And am I getting them? Do I know what my partner wants, and am I giving that? So it's not only just me, but it's also, am I actually good for that person? Do they uh, will we be able to stay in a partnership? So am I focusing on their past instead of facing the present? Yeah, instead of facing what I need in the present in order to build the future. Yeah, so retroactive, basically digging about things in the past that doesn't matter because it doesn't exist. Yeah, I mean, if you feel that they have done something that does that doesn't align with your values, and you feel that they might do it again, then there is a response, there is an easy solution, uh, right? But so kind of yes and no and yes and no, that's hell. Basically having a very strong stance of this is this is something that I'm doing. So basically, one way of looking at uh, things, or looking at the initial question whether my partner's past matters or not, is basically saying, do I know myself in the present? Do I know what my future goals are? And are theirs the same? Because if they are the same, then you know that their past doesn't matter. Their past doesn't matter because their present is awesome. And without their past, they wouldn't be where they are. And in which case, you want to work on retroactive jealousy, get it out of the way, and build the future. But if there are certain things that actually you actually are afraid that certain things might happen again, or you feel that your values are not compatible, a way out without having to take very strong decisions today could be that you are busying yourself with the past, with something that you cannot change. So this is where I would start.